Sometimes a little lie is necessary. Let me tell you. I just had to tell this man, baby, I'm about to pull up to work. I gotta go. I'm gonna call you back later. I'm not about to pull up to work right now. I still got another maybe 15 minutes minimum to go. But I just didn't want, he was just yapping for 2 minutes straight. I cannot stand a yapper, especially as a male. What are you doing jawing around like that? Quit with your jawing. Ew. I just cut him off. This is the second time I've had to do it this week. At this point, you're literally about to get cut off because I don't have space in my life for all that yapping. Jesus, I need some lotion for my hands. Anyways, it's a beautiful day. I am so grateful. I'm on my way to work my first shift out here in Vegas at a club. Wow, the day finally came. Ta-da! Not going in with like very high expectations as far as the amount of money that I'll be able to bring home, but I am hopeful. Like, you know, a few $100s would be nice, you know, just a little few $100 day, you know what I'm saying? Nothing major. Like, it's Thursday. I figure some people are coming in early for Halloween, you know what I'm saying? So they'll want to find something to do, find some pretty girls to look at, you know what I'm saying? And what better pretty girl than moi? So I am looking forward to a great first shift. I've had a great day so far. It's only 11 o'clock right now. I had a great day yesterday too. Yesterday was kind of crazy though. I kind of want to talk about it a little bit. I woke up, again, I think I maybe have said this already, like, actually I did before I had got the, yeah, okay. So was really happy to be on time this week, taking my son to school because it's been a struggle. Not that every day we're late, but there have been few weeks where we've had completely all on time days. There's normally a day or two out of the week that we are a little tardy. So this week has been a great week. Feel like I've been on track. So yesterday woke up on time, got my son to school, came back home, took me a bath, cleaned up a little bit, and kind of like rushed out the door. I thought I was gonna be a few minutes late to my hair appointment, but it turned out as I was driving, I got a question mark sent to me from my hairstylist, and there was no preceding message. And so I'm like, hey, I don't know what that question mark is, but you know, I thought our appointment was at 9 and I'm just a few minutes away. And so he screenshot the preceding message that was missing on my end, basically telling me that he was going to be an hour and a half late. And I'm literally a few minutes away from this guy. So I'm like, you know, kind of freaking out at this time. I'm like, what do you mean? And blah, blah, blah. I won't even go through all the details, but long story short, I just was like, all right, Sierra, find something else. Like, what? I did have a full agenda yesterday. Literally, oh my gosh. I didn't even get to do everything that I wanted to do, but I got to do bulk of it. I'd say 98% of what I wanted to do yesterday got done. So, and then some other things that I didn't even have on my list. So that's always good, right? So I'm like, I needed to get a mani-pedi yesterday. And normally I don't do these things. Normally I do my own nails, my own toes. Normally I'm not into spending money. It's been over 2 years since I've gotten my hair done. I don't go get facials that often, maybe once or twice a year. Like I don't like spending money on myself when it comes to like my physical appearance. I would rather invest it in something like a vacation, like a trip, like something that will help me internally, you know? So I don't know, you know, good food, you know? Seeing my son thrive, not necessarily getting him all the things that he wants, but getting him the things that he needs and some tools and resources that'll help him progress in life. You know, those are the type of things I like to spend my resources on. So this was like a rarity for me. So for it to be kind of like jumbled up was a bit like, oh my gosh, like the one day I'm looking forward to this type of self-care, it doesn't seem to be going as planned, but it went exactly as it needed to go. While I was waiting for the guy or whatever, I was like, well, it's an hour and a half. Instead of getting your mani-pedi after you're done with your hair appointment, why don't you just go now? And everything ended up working out seamlessly. So I went, I found a spot that was 4 minutes away to get a mani. I didn't have time for the pedi, but I got my mani done, and homegirl was cool, whatever, followed her on Instagram. Then I went back to get my hair done, and that was cool. We vibed. His energy was incredible. Him and his boyfriend were in there, and we was just kikiing a little. It was really good though. My hair hurt a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, but that's sorry. Snatch me later. So yeah, after the hair appointment, I had to go directly to the club that I'm about to go work at right now, because 2:20ish. I don't know. So I went right to go do my orientation, and I was expecting orientation to be like a half an hour, 45 minutes. That thing lasted a little over an hour, and so I had to Uber my son home. Actually, not a little. It was quite over the hour, if I'm being quite honest. I believe, yeah, it was about an hour and a half, I feel like. But and it was crazy because it was like I felt like I was in court. Like they had to read me this whole contract and do you understand, and sign here, initial here, do this, give me your fingerprint. Literally, I wish I was like adding in things and exaggerating, but that's really how it was. Yeah, it was interesting. And then he asked for 2 emergency contacts, so I gave him my dad and then my spiritual dad, who is my pastor. So I didn't put spiritual dad, I put pastor, and he was like, pastor? And then he just like made a whole thing about it, which it wasn't like an uncomfortable thing that he made, but he was just like, you know, shocked to see that I would put my pastor down as my emergency contact working at a strip club. But I said I trust him like that. Like he doesn't know that I'm back dancing right now, but in an emergency, if you called him, he wouldn't be like my mama. Let me just say that. My mama would be like, oh, she's doing something she's not supposed to be doing. Who cares if it's an emergency? She should have never put herself in that situation. And that's terrible. That's terrible. I have a tendency to err on the mentality that she has. And I just pray that the Lord would remove it, not only from me, but from her and anybody else with that too. Because no, that's not mirroring God. That's not how God loves us. Oh, well, they put themselves in a dangerous situation. Let me not help them. Let me not save them. For one, I'm not even putting myself in a dangerous situation, to be quite honest. There's jobs that are way more dangerous for way less wage. But I digress. So yeah, that whole spiel was crazy. I look forward to going to other clubs and seeing if it's as extraneous. I know they have some like sister neighboring clubs, so I would imagine they have the same process, but like Spearmint Rhino, Peppermint Rhino, Minx right by me, Palomino's, like I wonder if they operate like that because they're not associated with Little Orleans where I'm at. So yeah, I had to Uber my baby home from school, and then by the time I got to the house, it was time for him to start getting ready for his game, his playoff and championship game, which was incredible. He got second place, advanced to the championship, and they ended up coming second. I'm very proud of him. He's so sick of coming second. Like he's always advanced to some type of championship, and he's always gotten second place. So he's sad about it a little, but I'm like, hey baby, some people don't even get second ever in their life. So be grateful, and you will. This can let this be your last time getting second. You gonna rise up. So yeah, that's been fun. Baseball, it's over now. I did cry. I'm not gonna lie. I had cried when I first dropped him off. Just like the growth. Like this is literally his last fall ball season before he starts high school. Like there may not be any more fall ball, you know. I don't know, they don't do that when they go to high school. They just play high school ball, right? And travel. But yeah, so I cried a little bit, and then it was just really an incredible night though. My son pitched, and he did so good pitching. He pitched 107 times. They wore my little baby out. Yeah, it was just great. It was really great. Actually, I'm not even supposed to be. That's okay. Getting off right here. So yeah, there's some tea about that game too, so I'm gonna have to come back to that, but it was good. It was a great time. And when his game was over, it was probably like 10 o'clock. One of the only things open was Panda Express. I hadn't ate all day. I had a bag of popcorn, barely, like half a bag of popcorn and a mini bag of Doritos all day. And I was like, okay, I need to eat something. So I got a kid's meal at Panda, and I was very proud of myself because at least I did that. You know, I haven't been on like an intentional fast. I've been saying I'm gonna fast, and I haven't been really diligent in the fast that I've been saying I'm gonna do. Like I have been doing them, but I haven't been diligent in them. And yeah, I don't know. So gonna go because I need my directions. I'm almost here. I'll check back in, let y'all know how it goes. And I'm just realizing, like, as much as I wanted to hang out with my friend who's in town, like, no, I'd much rather live my life. I love my life. It's a little bit busy, but it's fun busy. It's a good busy. It's a good booked schedule. To God be the glory.
tips. Get ready for this ravishing one. Lulu coming up on the main.